What's up, guys? Welcome back to Old Guy Memes. Meme guy vibes. Old meme vibes. That wasn't spicy enough. Let's try that again. Hey, bambino! Welcome to Vinnie's Italian restaurant, serving up spicy meatballs. Hot and fresh, just the way Nona used to make them. So, the day has inevitably come. Instead of doing something actually productive and informative, today I will be reacting to memes. Now, of course, they're still theme-fitting, they're Victorian memes. Of course, I asked you guys to send me some memes, and I got a couple of them. I've never done a reaction video before, so hopefully, my reaction personality is not as bland and boring as my regular personality, so let's get this boat going, if you know what I mean, okay? Bada bing, bada boom, spicy meatballs. So hopefully you guys will see more of my real personality come out in this video. Of course, my real personality is about 60% sarcasm, 35% making fun of Italians, 8% making fun of English people, and 2% butterscotch ripple.
That's 105%!
But that's besides the point. The point is, let's hope that I can actually make these memes interesting. That being said, boy, let's get down to business, okay? Okay, I got them pulled up right here on my computer. So my buddy Nathan, and if you don't know who Nathan is by now, he's in the description. He made the thumbnail for this video, okay? Okay, capiche? Capiche, okay, we got it on the same page, okay. Let's get into it. He wanted me to read a little thing. Okay, so here is a little bit of a note from my buddy, Nathan, okay? He's my buddy, he's your buddy, okay? He said, you ordered dank memes? Did you order dank memes, or did you order spicy meatballs? Apparently you ordered dank memes, okay, I gotta go tell the chef. Okay, he said, some of these are more specific to your channel, but hope you still enjoy. Sincerely, your thumbnail artist and subscriber, hungry friend, Ginger. Because he's ginger, okay? He's got red hair. He's Irish and Scottish, okay? Okay! Same page, okay, we got it. So, let's take a look through some of these memes that my thumbnail artist, Nathan, has sent me, okay? Okay, and then we'll get to the rest of them, okay? Okay. Okay, alright. Let's go through this one. I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me. I didn't put me with short hair. Okay. It seems like we're off to a good start. I'm gonna be honest. Bambino, Gingy, Nathan, I agree with you. Wait. Let's do the thing. That's why I got the hair flip. That's why I grew it out. Never again. Made that mistake twice. Never again. Next meme. Let's see, going about normal life. Pretty woman walks by in a dress. It's actually a Polonaise. You really time traveled back to the 1870s. You left all your Victorian clothes in the present day. Bruh. That would be a nightmare. Because if I went back in time wearing modern clothes back to the Victorian period, even though I'm a guy, if I were wearing a t-shirt and shorts in the Victorian period, I would be gawked at, and women would swoon at the sight of me. It would be an atrocious mess, and I would have no money to buy new clothes because I don't have historic money. Like, my money's all modern, and they wouldn't know what it was. They would think it was counterfeit. So if I didn't have the clothes, they would be in awe at the sheer amount of exposure of my body. Another Bernie Sanders meme. Me at 59 subs. Nathan's at 59 subs. My best friend Old Guy Vibes at 711. 721, actually. I am once again asking for your subscriber support. He actually does that. He does, jokingly, he jokes about, like, stealing my subscribers, or having me do shoutouts, which I've actually done to give him subscribers. So please, go subscribe to my thumbnail guy. He does it for free. He needs it. The 1990s were better. The 2000s were better. OGV and Victorian YouTubers wanting to go back to the 1870s. Bro, I don't understand people with 90s nostalgia other than like I realize if you grew up in the 90s, you have the nostalgia, but the 90s were a low point, I think, in culture. Kind of like the 70s. Don't at me. My old intro. And then my new intro. Which I wholeheartedly agree, otherwise I would not have changed it. Maintain social distancing. 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet. Pythagoras, calm down, Pythagoras, calm down. So true though. This isn't a Victorian meme, but it is a history meme, so it counts. And the joke is that if the distance in a square between each side, the distance in a square of each line segment, I guess, or edge, is 6 feet, then the diagonals between connecting the corners is not going to be 6 feet because of Pythagoras' theorem, which is, you know, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, so 6 feet squared plus 6 feet squared equals this hypotenuse squared. Math. Believe it or not, I almost failed algebra. Me normally, our government is corrupt at every level. Screw the law, civil war now, let it all burn. Me when a European voices one of their stupid European opinions. And then it's everything patriotic America. Gonna be honest, I don't care about European opinions anymore. If your opinion is right for your country, it's right for your country, but your country is not my country, so please don't have an opinion on it. Thank you. Have a nice day. That being said, you can have an opinion on whatever you want. It's not up to me. Gentlemen, it is with great pleasure to inform you that today is Wednesday. Petition to replace it is Wednesday. Actually, no, that's... No. We cannot replace that. He's too powerful. Okay, let's get into some medieval memes now. We really are just peasants again. Bake bread, avoid plague, revolt. Two of those things are quite accurate. Baked bread, yes, bread was the workhorse food of the majority of every class in the medieval period. The only class that really didn't eat bread was the highest class, so the kings and the dukes. They might not eat bread. I mean, they had these things called manchet rolls, or manchet bread, which were like little rolls that you could eat, but it was bad form in the upper class, like the highest points of the upper class, to eat bread because you would give out your bread to the poor, and that was called alms. Alms to the poor is giving out bread to people who can't afford food. But everybody else, so the higher lords, the lesser lords, the knights, the peasants, the tradesmen, all of them lived off of bread. And so baking was a huge profession. One of the biggest professions in medieval Europe was baking bread. And every household baked bread. Like the women of a peasant household out in the countryside, they would spend a lot of the day, dawn till sometimes dusk, baking bread, among other things. And so yes, bread was the food of the period. And then avoiding plague, well, of course you have, in the mid-14th century, you have the Black Death, which is one of the worst plagues in human history, killing up to a third of the European population. So yes, avoiding plague, very much, although their way of avoiding it was, flowers smell nice. As far as revolt goes, peasant revolts did happen, but they were not as common as you would think. Peasant life was not the worst life on the planet, because if you had a good lord who didn't tax you to death, which is most of the time, they weren't that unreasonable, and if they weren't cruel, and if your king was a good king, your lords didn't suffer at the hands of the king, then you wouldn't have to suffer at the hands of your lord. Even though there were tyrants in the feudal system, and there was a lot of oppression, and people didn't have this consumer economy, they didn't have a lot of money, they didn't have terrible lives, and they didn't also have the means to revolt all the time, because weapons were super expensive back then. A well-made sword was cost as much as a sports car would today, and you needed a license to carry a sword in a lot of places. So revolts didn't happen all that often. the biggest example I could think of, it's not really a revolt, it's more just when the lords and barons of England petition or went to King John with their complaints about his oppressive behavior, and they actually created a document, the Magna Carta, which is one of the first government limiting documents in history, one of which inspired the Constitution is actually inspired by the Magna Carta. So in 1215, the lords and the lesser lords and the barons of England actually did sort of revolt against King John and forced him to change the laws so that he didn't have so much power and couldn't abuse his power. Okay, this is actually a family favorite within my family. Goals are so important. Here's my bucket list. Pluck a rooster. You have created a man. So, I don't remember who specifically said this, but there's a Greek philosopher. Hold on, let me look this up. All right, so in ancient Greece, Plato was asked to describe what a human being was, and his description was, or his definition was, a featherless biped. And then this dude Diogenes, who invented the philosophy of cynicism, or like being critical or cynical of things, he grabs a chicken, and then he plucks all the feathers off, and he goes, "Behold, a man!" Because it walks on 2 feet, and without the feathers, it's a featherless biped. So that's a joke that's actually been in my family for years. When you finally find your perfect man who just so happens to be an old millionaire with a heart condition. That's true, though. We don't see it as much nowadays, but it is sort of a phenomenon that's coming back, is that younger women tended to marry older men, and they would try to marry into a wealthy family, or at least a wealthier family than their own, just because that would give you a more prosperous life, or at least a more comfortable life. It is sort of coming back. Younger women are actually going for older men nowadays. And it is sort of for the same reason, for money, maturity, for connections, that kind of stuff, for having a job, for mobility, the ability to transport yourself. But it was definitely a thing that happened back in the day, and this happened for a long time. It's been happening forever. Marrying an older, really old guy who has a lot of money, waiting till he dies, getting all of his money when he dies. Of course, it didn't happen all the time, didn't even happen most of the time. But it did happen, so it was a thing, yes. Bookmark? You mean quitter strip? I take personal offense to this one, because I have mild dyslexia, and reading is it is painful, to say the least. Exhaustive. When you find yourself rereading the same line over and over again without realizing that you are reading the same line over and over again. Sometimes a bookmark comes in handy. I take offense. Oh, well, technically I haven't used a bookmark in years because I haven't read a book in years. So that being said, I believe we have concluded our meme montage, meme rampage. I swear, if this is the video that goes viral, I'm gonna start questioning my choice of topic and career. This does not smell like spicy meatballs. Bambino. Here in Vinnie's Italian restaurant, we make the spicy meatballs. And let me tell you, if this is the video that goes viral on my channel, if this is what makes me famous, no more spicy meatballs, okay? Some Swedish meatballs, is that what you want? Swedish meatballs? So, please, like this video. Comment, what was your favorite meme? What do you want to see from me, from Vincenzo in the future? What do you want to see? What kind of spicy meatballs you want to see in the future? Leave a comment down below. Share this video, please, so that I can reach more audience, so I can build up this meatball army. Can't keep doing this for free, okay? That being said, hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, notification bell, share the video. Oh, and by the way, my new epic orchestral tune, my new epic orchestral song, and it is a song, not a piece. I am not worthy of that title. I made it using only software instruments, not real instruments. It is sacrilegious. So it is not worthy of the title of piece. So it is a song. Go check out my song on Spotify, YouTube, probably everywhere else except iTunes and what do you call it? Apple Music, because it doesn't like new classical music. Everywhere except iTunes and Apple Music, check out my new song, March of the Mob. It's epic. It's everything that you could expect from 2020. Please go give it a listen. Contribute to the Old Guy Vibes Fund so that I can create better content for you guys. Thank you, and have a nice day.